Hi everyone, this is Emmy, and I'm here today with favecrafts.com to show you how to make these easy bridal garters. So here's what you're going to need. A length of elastic about 3/4 of an inch wide and long enough to go around your leg. You're going to need about a 4-inch wide strip of any type of lacy fabric. This is just curtain material. And you're going to need, for the bow, you're going to need 1-inch ribbon, and you're going to need 1/4 inch ribbon, just a 6-inch length, a needle and thread, scissors, and a safety pin, and you're going to need a small rosette to put in the center of your bow when you've made your bow to place on your garter. And if you put a blue one, that will be the something blue. You can make it any color. Okay, so let's get started. First you're going to fold your lace fabric in half, but not quite in half. Fold it so that there's about a 1/2 inch extension on the bottom. And then you're going to take your needle and thread, and you're going to secure it at one end by taking several stitches. The last thing you'd want is for this to come apart when you're 3/4 of the way done. You only want to have to do it once. Okay, I'm just going to make sure I've got a few stitches there. Yes, that's very good. Okay, so all I'm going to do is take a row of stitches, and you don't have to be exact or precise, just take a row of stitches. The only thing you have to be careful of is that you make your channel the right size so that you'll be able to pass your elastic through when we're done. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep folding my lace fabric and take my row of gathering stitches, and I'll be right back and show you how that looks once we have it done all the way across. Okay, so I've gone and finished my row of stitches, and you could do that on the sewing machine if you have one. And so now I'm placing the safety pin on the end of the elastic so that I can pass it through the casing. Okay, so I'm just going to pass it in, and I'm just going to start passing this through all the way around. And I'm going to give you a little tip here. As soon as we get enough in here, we're going to place a pin here, because we don't want that to go flying into the casing and have to start all over again either. So we're just going to continue to weave this through all the way across. And this length of this fabric was just whatever the width of the fabric was. So, you know, whatever it is, just by approximately 4 inches of kind of lacy fabric. And just use whatever width it is. If it's 45 inches, that's fine. If it's more, that's fine too. Okay, when we get to the end, one thing we have to also do, I've tried to make sure that I was keeping this straight, but before we connect the two ends, I'm first going to pin this end also, because I don't want that to go flying across. But the first thing we're going to do is check to make sure, before we join these two, that it's not, you know, half a turn like that. So we're just going to bring these two ends together and just check to make sure that the elastic hasn't twisted around. Okay, so we can remove this safety pin now. Okay, so we can undo the pin so that we can bring out a little bit more of this elastic. So what I want to do is overlap them like this, flat, so that we can sew these two together. And we're just going to sew these two sections together like this. And we'll move to the other side and sew this side together. And when we think we've got enough, we'll just make 1, 2, and 3 knots. Okay, bring these two ends together like this, and I'm going to sew those together. And there we go. Okay, to make a bow, first cut a piece of 1/4 inch ribbon, about 5 or 6 inches long, just so we'll have it ready. And then you cut a piece of 1 inch ribbon, any size that you would like. I've cut mine about 11 inches because I just want a fairly small bow. Fold the ribbon in half and mark a little crease so that you'll be able to identify the center of your ribbon. And bring the 2 other ends together and cut them on an angle like that. Okay? And so there's our little crease. We can see where we folded it. So we'll just hold the ribbon there. We'll bring one end around and we'll evenly disperse that. And we'll bring the other side around and we'll form an X here. And you can see that sort of looks like a little blouse or shirt collar. Okay? Then we'll pick up the 1/4 inch piece of ribbon and we bring that up and we'll fold the bow down in half like that and bring these 2 pieces together so that we gather up all that ribbon from the bow. And we're going to tie a knot here like that, and that's how it looks. And then we'll tie another knot so we have a good square knot there. Okay, so now we can rearrange our bow, bring those 2 little 1/4 inch ribbons down and just trim them. So here's the section where we joined the 2 ends. And so right here where we joined the 2 ends of the garter is where we're going to put our bow. So you can just go ahead and either sew that bow on here, or you could just tack it on with a bit of hot glue. And then here's for the little touch of something blue, where you can just sew or hot glue a blue rosette there. And there you have it, a very easy to make bridal garter, brought to you today by favecrafts.com. Drop by the site sometime and see all the other crafting ideas they have to offer. Thanks for watching.